Hey folks, EO back at you again. Got a couple of movie reviews I want to go over with you guys. Some movies, two movies that I just saw this week that I thought were absolutely awesome. And hang on a second. Yeah, hello? No, it's right in the middle of recording an EO chat. What you need? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I told you I was going to watch it today. Yeah, I'm getting ready to talk about it. That's why I'm recording. Hold on. Look, hey, let me get this phone call done real quick. Just watch the credits and I'll be right back with you, okay? Seriously, dude? You gotta call me now? Okay, first off, I want to talk about the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Great movie. Jackie Earle Haley did a wonderful job, I think, as Freddy Krueger. A lot of critics, from what I read, really kind of bashed on his portrayal of Freddy. But you got to look at it this way. It's kind of like, I guess, comparable to the James Bond franchise. No one is ever going to be as good as the original Sean Connery, or Robert Englund in this case. But others can take up the mantle and do something different with it and put a new spin on it. Like, you know, Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig do for James Bond, Jackie Earle Haley's doing for Freddy Krueger. And another interesting thing that they did, Freddy's not just simply a child killer in this movie. There's a back history between him and the kids that he's stalking on Elm Street, and they go into that in the movie. And I think it gives some good insight onto the characterization of Freddy and why he does what he does. So if you're a fan of the Elm Street movies, Freddy Krueger, or if you just like horror and you like a good scare, go check this movie out. I think you'll really like it. The effects were great. I thought the movie was very enjoyable, made me jump a couple of times. But go check it out if you like things like that. I rate it pretty high. I enjoyed it, and I think if you're a fan of that type of movie, you'll also enjoy it as well. Okay, on to subject number 2, which is Iron Man 2. Just got back from seeing that movie. Phenomenal. You have to check it out. Great pickup where the last movie left off. Characterizations just keep building. Tony Stark, again, played by Robert Downey Jr., who was incredible. Don Cheadle did a great job picking up the role from Terrence Howard as James Rhodes. Plus, we get to see War Machine in action. How awesome is that? So we finally get to see Iron Man and War Machine out there working together. Slowly also building up to a little bit more toward the Avengers Initiative. We got to see Scarlett Johansson as the Black Widow, kind of doing some work behind the scenes there. Pepper Potts actually taking over Stark Industries for reasons that will be explained in the film. It's so new, I don't really want to go into it. But there is one thing that I have to make clear. Stay for the end of the credits. If you have not been yet, stay for the end of the credits. Because those of you who have seen the first movie know. That's where we got introduced to Nick Fury and found out about the Avengers Initiative. Samuel L. Jackson making that cameo appearance in the very last scene of Iron Man after the credits of the first movie. So stay behind for this one. I really don't want to give anything away on it. Like I said, you have to see it. But, okay, if you don't want to hear this, just skip ahead a few seconds. Okay? I'll give you some time. But for those who want a little bit of a spoiler, I'm just going to say this. It's hammer time. That may sound kind of corny, but those of you who are true fans will understand where I'm coming from. So it gives you a sneak peek of what we're looking for in the future and where these movies are going to be going through Marvel. I'm more of a DC guy myself. I mean, obviously, Superman is my first and favorite superhero, but come on. These Marvel movies are hitting it on the head. Okay, they're doing a phenomenal job with their direction. I can't wait till the Avengers comes out. I think it is going to be phenomenal. And speaking of comic book related items, I thought I'd throw out there the story that I read about a shoplifting attempt thwarted by none other than Spider-Man. Or at least somebody dressed up as Spider-Man. The first Saturday in May is what's known as Free Comic Book Day. And anybody who collects comics or is familiar with that type of environment knows about that comic distributors have free copies of some of their issues on the first Saturday in May. Local comic book shops participate in this all around the world. And Michael Balderstone, comic book shop owner in Australia, actually dressed up as Spider-Man to promote Free Comic Book Day and actually thwarted a shoplifter in his store. Stopped him red-handed with the assistance of 2 Jedis. So how about that? Going into shoplift from the comic book store and get stopped by superheroes. I thought that was rather amusing myself. I'll post a link if you want to check a little bit more about the story, but I just thought that was amusing and wanted to include that little anecdote. I really just used the term anecdote, didn't I? Ugh. Okay, we'll look past that and just move on. Well, that's probably going to do it for this edition of VO Chats. I actually need to, went out with some friends for their birthday last night, so I didn't get a chance to watch Smallville, so I'm actually going to cut this short so I can watch last night's episode that I recorded, and I may come back on possibly with a update on that. So until then, everybody take care, and we'll see you later.